If you've got back pain or sciatica, you've probably been told you need to get your back stronger. But how strong is your back right now? And how strong does it need to be? I've got the answers for you in this video. Now in the physio clinic, we do a test called a Biering Sorensen test. It's a well-studied endurance test of your back. And we can see that people who reach 180 seconds on this test have very little chance of having back pain at all. Now, for the majority of people who have back pain, they score 45, 60, 90 seconds. And the moment they change that to 2 minutes or more, we find their back pain is much, much better. And then you put both hands on your chest and hold your chest parallel off the floor for as long as you can. Now, the moment you start to dip slightly and you don't have the strength to hold on, the test is over. But I've got a much easier option for you. Let me show you how to set it up. Now for the reverse hyper hold, it's the same thing, but instead of your upper body being off the bed, it's your lower body. Now you've got to keep your legs up, at least parallel with the ground. The moment those legs start to waver and start to go down too often, maybe 2 to 3 times, the test is over. So it's a really good test of your lower back, hamstring, and gluteal endurance. Now the key for this test is that your hip bones, it just sits here, is slightly off the bed. People who are starting from 30 seconds, so test yours, comment what yours is below. And then in a month's time, come back and comment again, say what your new test score is. More likely than not, the closer you're getting to 2-3 minutes, the more likely your back pain, your spondylolisthesis, your sciatica is going away. You shouldn't have to rely on your chiropractor, your physio, your acupuncturist, your masseuse, your scans to tell you how good your back is or how to get it better. This is why we're called physio by numbers. We're giving you the simplest and most easy to understand ways to improve your back pain for good. If you want to improve that number on your reverse hyper or your Biering Sorensen test, I'll start with a few other options and you can come to your own conclusions about which one you want to do, or more sets or more frequently during the week. So onto your tummy. Now, hands by your sides is easiest. You can feel your butt, your back all turning on. Then you can go hands above your head. Oh, next shot. You can do opposite arm, opposite leg. You can also put something in your hand and between your legs. You could put an ankle weight on each leg and some weights in your hand. Opposite leg. Try to lift high to get a bigger contraction in your glutes. You can add a Swiss ball and you can do extensions. You can do opposite arm, opposite leg. You can do reverse hypers on a Swiss ball. Now I should have said when you're doing the reverse hyper hold, do hold onto the bed, keep your chest down. Same principle with this one. Don't let your chest lift off because you'll lose strength in your back. And then you can do the same thing with the weights. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Now I'm using weights. You can go, of course, heavier if you're strong enough. If you're only going to here, you won't feel much of a contraction. No problem going even higher. I'm not super flexible, but you could go, if you can go higher, you can do that, as long as it doesn't hurt your back. You can do bridges, lifting your hip up nice and high. You can add a weight or even a human being on top of you. You could do the 1.5 version. So this leg is helping, but the left leg's doing the most of the work. If you've got sciatica, that side's not gonna lift as high. Then you can go to single leg. Then you can go to hamstring version. With the leg further out, it's actually quite a lot harder. A lot of people struggle with this, me included. So the reason why the sciatica leg hurts more is because, well, the nerve has been pinched and now you're weaker down that leg. So find out which one are you weaker at. Is it the glute one or is it the hamstring one? With sciatica, different parts of your leg will be weaker than the other. So it may not affect all the muscles equally. It will affect different muscles in different ways. And we'll go over that in another video. So it might be your quads, which are weaker, or it might be your hip flexor or your hamstring or your calf. We'll cover that in full detail in another video. And so you can do the same things with weights. So you can do reverse hypers without the hold and just for repetitions. Now the reverse hypers is good because it kind of stretches your back out. It's like you're hanging your back off the edge of the bed. So you're getting a bit of a traction or a stretch effect. Again, you can add some ankle weights on to make the exercise harder. You can even add a ball between your legs. You can experiment with your legs further out. That will target your side glutes a bit more. You could experiment with your knees together and going up in a froggy-like pattern. You can even put a band around your knees. Basically, there's no end of variation. Do some of them, find out what's good for you, play around, try to get yourself to the 3-minute mark, abolish your back pain for good. How are you gonna get this better? Do your Supermans, do your reverse hypers, do your deadlifts, do your bridges, single leg bridges. Good luck and all the best in curing your back pain once and for all. Like, follow, and subscribe. Thanks so much, guys.